this whole time, people didn't want to try to understand why a person would have to be afraid of police just different enough. I live in the United States of America, where most of the population seems to be fucked up on drugs. Meanwhile, I have to take a lot of abuse from a lot of people who are on drugs. And then I'm told I should go to the cops about it. What do the cops do? Pawn me off onto a bunch of services that pawn. After you try to turn in bad cops, yeah, you shouldn't have to go back to them. Fuck. That guy gave me some tobacco, and I think I just threw it away. Well, that was intelligent of me. Oh no, here it is. Yes. I've been trying to explain to people that there's an issue with the cops, that needs to be resolved before I can safely go to them. Instead of people acknowledging the issue, they want to chalk it off as, I don't want to. That is not the case. If I don't go in with somebody who's informed to turn it in, the cops ain't going to listen. So I try to let people know what's going on, why I'm being abused. And of course, what they can do to help. When you ask me what you can do to help, I'll start telling you. I'll start telling you what's going on. How can you help? Well, for starters, you can listen so you know what's going on. Then you can help to turn it in. Instead of saying you don't know how, you don't know how, you don't know how. What are you doing there? You're just making excuses not to. You're showing you don't care. You're showing that no matter what happens to that person, you're not going to give two shits. And that's fucking horrible. Especially from someone who calls you friend, claims to love you. How much can you love someone if all you do is talk over them? How much love is that, really? I've gone through hell for a lot of years. And a lot of people expect me to be complete long run. They don't actually matter. I should be ecstatic because we did what you wanted. And it didn't do any good. The most important thing is forcing the evidence into the hands of the right law enforcement. If law enforcement officers have committed crimes against someone, they're probably not the cops that you should be going to for help. But how many times have I been forced literally to those officers? Hope it's It doesn't matter what I go through if nobody's willing to listen. That's pretty universal for all of us. Nothing you can do to stop it because nobody else is going to listen. They're supposed to help in any way, shape, or form. A lot of people want to throw their out better than most. A lot of people interrupt me during the very first sentence. All right. Couple of chewy Starburst. Yum. Repeatedly on my channel, you've gotten to see examples of police corruption. How police but a lot of other people have to go through it too. A lot of other people want to interrupt me to start telling me their story because they think that theirs is somewhere similar to mine. Not even fucking close, but close enough in their mind for their understanding. But anybody who has to go through this, in my personal opinion, should have the right to assisted termination of life. That's what I wanted for myself. Not specifically because of Natalie, because of the social isolation and the bullying. See, being separated from all friends and family is bad enough. having to deal with bullies on top of it. Unrelenting fucking bullies. Over and over again, cops making any excuse to look the other fucking way. Over and over and over again. That is the reality. Under a human being, and the police are not going to follow the fucking laws regarding you as a disabled person or a human being. Because as a homeless person, you don't matter to anybody, or you wouldn't be homeless. You are homeless primarily due to lip service and desperation. Young, most of them because they can't afford the bills. They have to live with several roommates. That's your idea, but then again, how difficult is it to get a good roommate? Damn near impossible. I don't want to use up all my battery. Obviously, wet, but it's better than nothing. Well, did tides of change keep their word to call me back? No. Or to message me? No. Open.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And she still works over there. Yeah. But Etta used to be in charge of dental work. They used to be hers at night shift. I worked with her a lot. Worked overnight. But that was separate from regular work.
Well, it's fixing to be a long night. I don't really have a safe place to park. I'm stuck on a public street, but at least I got insurance. Thanks, Jeremy.
Well, you can't park here anymore?
No, some folks have been harassing me. They've also been harassing Safeway and harassing the library. Anywhere that I go, they harass them. Yeah, that's the problem with not having friends and family that'll take a look and help turn it in. Like it ends up being me constantly waiting on people who are, sick, live out in the country, have families, people who mean well but don't have time. Like Elvis Presley. All right, I never knew Elvis Presley, whatever. I just look old.
Don't worry, he looks Amish.
See, I'm not the only one.
Literally, that's what I thought it was until he finally told me who he was, and he's like, take away my facial hair and think of me with more of a squeaky voice and you know me. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I do know you.
It's been a few years.
A squeaky voice?
Oh,
Yeah.
when he was younger, he didn't have a deep voice. It was really squeaky.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry to say this, Paul, but when I first met
You thought you sounded like Mike Tyson?
No, I thought he was gay.
Oh.
I literally, with the way he acted and everything, I did wonder.
Oh my God, there is no way he's gay.
And that's how he sounded. All right, Sean, do you figure out where we're moving you to?
Well, I gotta stay on a residential street basically, right?
I don't know.
I was thinking either, because I gotta be 30 feet behind the sign, and I don't want to bug the people at this house, but I was thinking if all else is necessary, like right there, but also down the street a little bit, but we'd have to basically pull it and flip it around. It's just right down there.
Down at the corner?
I don't know if how long we're allowed to park on this street though. That I was gonna take a walk and just now.
2-hour parking between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yep, and that's only here though.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna be further down. I don't want to go too far away from the Safeway.
Yeah.
Just because if there is an issue, I can still go inside. The problem is like the issues are every single day, and all the stuff that I need to do to take care of myself is fucking mounting. And then there's a lot of people that, are able to tell there's stuff I can't do, but they don't go in with me to turn that in. And then, of course, when I try to turn it in, there's 30 different places they want me to send everything. oh, we're not the right place. You gotta go here, you gotta go there. That house is closed down, isn't it?
Huh?
I said that house is closed down, isn't it?
I think so.
That'd probably be a good place to park.
Right over there.
It leaves me kind of exposed to anybody who wants to fuck with me, and nobody can see me, you know, that well, but somebody here will see it if I'm fucked with.
Yeah.
I'll probably, I don't know, I might need help pushing it like the last 20 feet or so into a parking space, but it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
I rigged up my pepper spray one night because my door doesn't close all the way, so that if somebody opened my door while I was gone, it'd spray them right in the face. And then I thought, you know what if it's somebody trying to be nice? Like there was a lady who put some shoes, matter of fact, the shoes I'm wearing, the lady opened my door to put the shoes in.
That's not it.
All right. There it is. Go. Everything is all tied in. Dude. Sorry, I'm trying to dig this cord out of that so that everything will function properly, and also so I can find my flipping keys. But this thing was just literally tied up and everything over here. Oh, come on. I know my keys are in here somewhere. This thing is stuck to a friggin' blanket, and I am a fucking weakling. Jesus. Oh. You see how impossible it is to do anything in this thing?
Yep.
People are like, why don't you just do it in your car? Why don't you just organize it in your car? Why don't you just organize your car? Oh my God, there he goes. There's a bag on the back. I was wondering if there's any way you could throw it up on top of my car. I'm not quite strong enough to lift it. Alright, where the fuck are my car keys? They have a... Is that it? No. Oh, come on. I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to find my keys. Oh, come on. Am I about the biggest pain in the ass or what? Come on now. First aid kit. Lighter. Those aren't it. They're blue and they have a key fob on them that says it's a blue ribbon. It says believe. Fuck. I'm sorry about this. I was trying to organize all this stuff. I literally can't do it from my driver's seat, you know? God. Need a bag to shove everything in. Trash or not, it's all in the way. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to freak out at the moment. I'm Everybody seems to think moving and moving and moving again. If you tried here, if you tried there, if you tried housing, if you tried this, if you tried that, turning in the abuse is the only thing that stops abuse. And I've literally moved probably close to 100 times just since Natalie died because everybody's solution is for me to move. Like, how does that stop it? How does that make it safe in the next place I go? Oh my God. And then people expect me to act as if everything is perfect all the time. I'm not allowed to have any reactions to any of the abuse at all. I'm like, hey, that's insanity. How could anybody do that? People don't even try to understand that the most simple resources like charging my phone are near impossible at night. I have to go in there and I have to charge for 3 hours a day over there at the library. Otherwise, I won't have battery for the night. And I can't just hang out at the library and, I mean, it's just a bunch of anxiety. If something happens to me over there, I don't have any friends or family members who care. And when I'm trying to work on this stuff, I can't carry it all up into the library and back down and back in and back down. And why am I doing this? Why can't I just have a house? Why can't I actually have a fucking place of my own? Why do I always have to jump through 10,000 hoops for a bunch of places that expect me to jump through those hoops nonstop all the time? Like that, when you're a disabled person, it's a full-time job running around all these services that don't do anything. Like, literally, the only option that I have is suicide, and I can't even say that. I'm sorry I'm not yelling at you. I'm just trying to find my goddamn keys is fucking impossible. I gotta set everything out in the rain. I gotta try not to destroy any of my important paperwork. I gotta try to find somebody to look at it who's not too drunk or too stoned or too fucked up on meth. Somebody who's not trying to rip me off just so they can get some money for fentanyl and disappear. Like, that's literally my entire goddamn life. Run around to a bunch of places that cater to fucking junkies while getting taken advantage of by junkies. And then I have to be happy once in a while that one of them's talking nice. Where the fuck is my goddamn keys? Fucking important evidence that I try to get people to look at, and they say they will, but then we never get to that part. They're constantly saying, have you gone here? Have you gone there? Have you gone here? Have you gone there? I'm an outsider who got stuck here fleeing abuse. Everywhere I go, police are gonna treat me like shit until I blow my fucking head off. I have no friends in town. I am trying not to freak out. I am trying so hard not to fucking freak out. All the time I'm trying not to fucking freak out. Where are my goddamn keys? Where are my goddamn keys? Where are my goddamn keys? People keep giving me stuff that fucking everything gets lost in. Fuck. People want to hurry up and do stuff for me. stuff that doesn't help me stop the abuse. Like, there's lots of stuff I can do for myself. I tried to ask Candy not to tape my window up all shitty. Like, hey, you got the stuff, let me tape it. She's like, no, let me do it for you. Well, if you're fucking it up, it doesn't help. If I can't see out of it, it doesn't help. Good intentions don't help. Like, I gotta try to find a mechanic that I can afford, and I literally can't. But I got lots of people who are fucked up on drugs offering to do stuff. Hey, let me take a look at it. Like, dude, you're all fucked up. Not you, obviously.
Sean, take your time finding your keys. I will be back. Okay? Take your time and take it calmly. Okay? I don't want you to get frustrated or anything.
I can't stay here tonight. Sarah already came and talked to me.
I'll be back tonight.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
I just don't want you freaking out because I don't want you to feel like you're being pressured right now.
I'm always pressured, that's the problem. And it's not
I
your
don't want you to
fault.
feel pressured because I'm here waiting. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I'll be back.
I'm gonna find my water.
I'll be back.
Yes, sir.
And you, hopefully by then you have found your keys.
Yes, sir. Oh. Oh. Is it them? Oh. Oh. Found them. I 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 found them. Mm-hmm. What do I have to look forward to tonight? A shit ton of fucking abuse. Potentially. On the bright side right now, I'm not listening to anybody talking about hurting people as the solution. Oh. Wonder how much charge I got left. Definitely not enough. I can't stop the abuse. I don't know how, right? I don't know how. No, I don't know how to do it by myself with no fucking resources. And I've got a hell of a deck stacked against me. Why is that? Because people might say that they care. And they're gonna come forward, but they don't. They take their sweet time. They want you to answer every single thing for them. But they don't even know what questions to ask. See, the most unsafe way to go about turning in abuse is solo. That pretty much guarantees nobody's gonna hear you. And yes, I have a lot of panic attacks. They're over abuse. Primarily neglect. I'm glad I found my keys. Sorry I had a fucking panic attack over it. That's how it is for everything I need in this fucking car. See, the safety here was fucking temporary, and I explained people that. It's temporary. My predators try to destroy my ability to do anything anywhere that I go. That includes law enforcement everywhere that I go. Fuck law enforcement and fuck anybody who supports law enforcement. They did good shit for you, well, good for you. What the fuck do they do for the poor? Depends on how pretty you are. And that's not how it should be. Italian dry salami. Huh. I wonder what that stuff tastes like. A lot of people decided food in lieu of. Well, yes, I said that I would help Sean out, and he spent a lot of money to get here, but now I'm gonna give him a sandwich. It's almost comical how many people try to feed you in lieu of. Yeah, but I fed you. Yeah, I didn't keep my word, and sure, even more people ended up dead because I didn't keep my word. But I fed you. I'm thankful for everything that Candy has done. Even the stuff that she did that was wrong or incorrect. Because all of it was good intentioned. I'm glad for Jeremy helping me today. Hopefully it does some good in the long run. And people don't keep their word, and they keep telling me how rough times are. Yeah, I know. And I try to help alleviate it and make it a little easier. A lot of people are complete and total skeezers, but there's a lot of people with good intentions. Miss Candace didn't have any bad intentions in any of this, and neither did Nathan. Well, all right, both of them had bad intentions towards others, just emotionally, they vocalized their want or need for violence in those situations, and I don't agree. A lot of people tell me I should have the right to fight back. They're goddamn right I should. They're absolutely right about that. But do they tell anybody other than me? Do you really think I should have those rights? Anyway, I gotta end the video because I'm gonna need to save this battery and use it later. You notice how there's no total lack of niceness. There's a lot of people who are nice. If they can't do nice things for you, they can at least talk nice, right? And yeah, sure, there's a few of these jackholes who are complete and total jackholes. But the people who are a pain in the ass, most of them are easy to stay away from. Most of them are easy to avoid. There are people like Chris Stafford who I'm always going to have to look out for. And Mr. Farnsworth, I got to look out for him depending on, well, his intake, I guess is the way to say it. He has not messed with me in a really long time. He's seen me quite a few times and he doesn't fuck with me. Don't get me wrong, he definitely could. If he wanted to mess with me, he definitely could. The cops have helped him to get away with messing with me before, too. And then they say, well, why didn't you go to the cops? And I say, well, I did. And the cops say, well, don't you have any friends or family? None who care. None who are going to help me. If I had money, they'll rip me off for my money. There's a bunch of strangers I know that are willing to do stuff, but they don't quite understand enough about the situation. I posted up about the abuse from Natalie and her friends and family. I posted up about it publicly because I had no friends or family who cared. There ain't much left of me as a human being, by the way. I don't have any interest in harming anybody ever, but I am harmed often. And you cannot expect me to enjoy that, or to pretend that it is enjoyable. Having my friends and family calling me up, telling me that their lives are being threatened, that my niece's life is being threatened, and then I'm treated like I'm a horrible person for speaking up about that. If you do something fucked up, just fess up to it. Don't blame it on the cops. The cops do enough fucked up shit already. Do I get a year here?